Hey, what's up? This is Scott with Level Up Tutorials, and in this video, we're going to be showing you Google Pagespeed Insights. Now, Pagespeed Insights is a great way to, as it says, get insights on the speed of your page, not only for desktop, but also broken out into desktop and mobile specifically. And it's going to give you tips on how to fix these things to increase your page rank with Google. So let's get going on that right now. Next on our list is, after covering why slow, we're going to be talking about Google Page Speed tools. Now, although there are extensions for your browser for page speed, it does say on their site they have been deprecated, so I wouldn't necessarily recommend using them. However, you can use this Pagespeed Insights URL bar. You can copy your URL here, and you can come in and just simply paste it in here and click Analyze. So now what's awesome about Pagespeed is that they give you ratings for mobile and desktop. So for speed, it looks like I have a 65 out of 100 on the mobile experience. And this is something that's going to be fixed in the next iteration of the Level Up Tuts website that's being built from scratch. However, as you can see, we have mobile and desktop, and we get a 98 out of 100 on user experience. So what's great about Pagespeed Insights is it's really what Google is looking at. So if Google sees that your site has like a 0 out of 100 for user experience on mobile or something like that, you're going to be penalized in Google rankings because your site isn't going to be mobile optimized. So you can really get an insight as to what Google is looking at when they're looking at your site. And what's nice here is that, say, to fix the speed, I can eliminate render blocking JavaScript and CSS in above the fold content and enable compression. If you notice that enable compression was also on the list of why slow. So that's definitely something that's going to need to be fixed to improve the speed. Now in desktop, I get an 80 out of 100. Now the enable compression has now been moved to the top, and eliminate render blocking JavaScript is now the second recommended thing. Now, the consider fixing is leverage browser caching and minimizing the JavaScript. Now, some of these things are things that should be being done by the content management system itself, and is maybe a statement about the system that the site is built on rather than the code itself. But it should give you a good idea of, if you're using something like WordPress or Drupal, or if you're coding your site from yourself, it should give you a good idea for things to search for and look at to find either modules or extensions to compress the right things or minify your scripts appropriately. Or it will teach you that you need to develop a better build process to create a gulp, to create a workflow that compresses and minifies and puts all things in one file to limit your HTTP requests. If we run the Level Up store through Pagespeed Insights, let's check this out. I'm betting I'm going to get a low mobile score for speed due to large images, but this one's going to be a little bit tougher because it's built on a front-end framework rather than a rendered server-side like a Drupal site or something like that. Because the site's built with Meteor and React, it needs to actually run the site and analyze it more so than just load it. So as you can see, the optimized images is giving me a huge penalty on mobile. And that's certainly something I knew going in because I'm really just loading one image size. The next update of the site does contain a responsive image loader to greatly reduce the size of these large images. And you can see it only actually gives me a 66 out of 100 for speed on mobile. So again, it's eliminate render blocking JavaScript above the fold is the big one, and prioritize visible content. However, I do get 100 out of 100 on the mobile user experience. Now, this is really super cool. It tells me all of the things that I passed on. It says, congratulations, no issues found. So as you can see, Google likes my mobile user experience on this site. And if we come to the desktop, you can see in this icon, I get a big red exclamation mark, and that is telling me that my images need to be optimized. which I've mentioned a couple of times is something that I know going in. So that's certainly something that's going to be fixed very soon, and the score should be going up accordingly. In addition, I need to leverage browser caching and prioritize visible content. Now let's go ahead and click this Show How to Fix. What's cool is that it now gives you an explanation similar to why slow. Setting an expiry date on maximum age HTTP requests. Okay, so leverage browser caching. So these are the same things that we saw in Why Slow, but they're presented a little bit differently, and you're getting a nice score because you now know what Google's looking at when they're ranking your site according to its page and mobile experience. So this is Pagespeed Insights. It's an invaluable tool and one I highly recommend you run all the time in your development process. So run your sites through Pagespeed, run them through Why Slow, and start to find out what is making them slow. In the next few videos, we're going to dive into dev tools in your Chrome browser to really get a good idea about how your site's loading and how it could be running faster. We're also going to be talking about how to fix a lot of these main issues, talking about content delivery networks, talking about responsive image loaders, talking about all this stuff that's going to make your page fly. And we're going to get these scores way, way up. So as always, this is Scott with Level Up Tutorials. If you have any questions or comments, leave a comment in the video or hit me up at Twitter or Facebook at Level Up Tutorials. I love to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.